It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome to it. You're tuning into your feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. Thank you for tuning in on this Monday morning. Time to kick-start this day with a nice little fitness segment. Now, last week we asked you guys, what is it that you want to see when it comes to our fitness segment? And the biggest request was for fitness over 40s. And that is what we're doing this morning with Stuart from Yo Yoga. He's here to give us a nice little session this morning. It's also for all ages we can do it. It's not only for over 40s.
That's right, Jürgen.
Nice to have you, brother.
Nice to have you. Happy New Year, man.
Thank you. To you as well.
Fantastic. So, yeah, over 40s, but as you know, a lot of 40-year-olds are fighting fit nowadays, so we can't say over 40s. It might be over 50s or over 60s, or even maybe if you've got a little injury, under 20s. It doesn't really matter. So the main things with staying young and keeping the body fresh and young is obviously they say you're as young as your spine.
That's it.
So we want to look after the spine a lot. Degeneration of the core happens a lot, so we want to strengthen the core. And obviously very important is balance. Now, I know my dad's got terrible balance, but that's probably because he hasn't done any yoga before in his life.
All right.
So let's begin you off with the spine. It's called the half moon sequence. So, Ewan, please bring your big toes to touch.
All right.
Float the palms above your head, interlock your fingers, and you can extend the index fingers just to get you some extra lift.
Got it.
We're going to take a breath in as you push the feet down to lengthen up the whole elevator of the body. Keep the length and come over to the right. We're just going to take 3 or 4 breaths here. I want you to focus on flattening the body. So the bottom armpit here, the right armpit needs to move forward, and the left hip needs to move forward. Chin
to
slightly
really get
up.
that straight line.
Yeah, and breathe into the rib cage. And then inhale, come back up. But keep lifting out of the hips, long lower spine, and over towards the left-hand side. So we're always balancing it out.
So you might hear a couple of clicks and cracks while you do this. It's all normal.
Did you have your Rice Krispies in the morning?
Okay. Sounds like it.
Take one more inhale, lengthen, sink on your exhale, and then inhale, come back up. And for support, particularly if you've got lower back issues, I want you to just take your hands onto the small of your back.
All right.
Lift your thighs, lift your belly, inhale, look up to the ceiling or sky, and then exhale, press your hips forward. And then you might feel a little crack or two there coming in now. The main thing is not to collapse the lower back, so strong thighs, lift your chest, and long lower spine. Okay, so we're going to return up again. Inhale, raise the palms up, sorry. Bend the knees to take the pressure off the lower back, and then fold all the way down. And you can keep your knees as bent as you need to really see if you can cup the backs of your heels. You can grab your ankles if you can't get your heels. That's totally fine. Tuck your chin and straighten your legs and feel as though you're breathing directly into your hamstrings. For 1, 2, squeeze all the way in, and then gently interlock the fingers, come all the way back up, and relax the arms down the side of your body.
That's it.
So I think that's about our time, Ewan.
Yeah, easy. Thank you so much. I mean,
Yeah.
it just goes to show how important it is to do this kind of stuff, to keep that flexibility active, especially if you are, aging a little bit, because I think a lot of people tend to think that, flexibility and stretching, it is, the least part of your exercise, but it is the main focus because you need to do it because that's where low back problems start.
Exactly, and I think it's a balance of flexibility and strength. And a lot of people have the strength, but they don't have the flexibility. Some have the flexibility and they don't have the strength. So you want them working together.
That's it. Focus on that flexibility. Stuart, thank you so much for joining us. You're going to be back a little bit later on again.
Yeah.
There we go. So join us. Make sure you join us for that next exercise segment. Doesn't matter if you're still in your pajamas. It is a great way to start this Monday morning. But lots more heading your way. Here's Ilana.